So the other week,
you can do it.
because like a chip and putt.
The chip and putt, exactly. So setup wise, you say is very good. I think the one thing you definitely got to be aware of is that grip pressure there.
Yeah.
Specifically the thumb.
Yeah.
If you squeeze
I'm going to
that
cut it off
thumb.
when I get home. When I get home, cut the thumb off and job done.
Who needs thumbs? It's disposable.
Thumbs,
It's this now.
They get you into trouble.
Exactly right. Yeah. So the pressure in the thumb puts pressure there, pressure there, pressure there. As we said, if we're trying to move the hips more.
Yeah.
And we can't disconnect the hips to the shoulders, and you're tense.
Yeah.
That hip, when you get to the top of the backswing, you'll get to here somewhere. That hip goes forward to try and move first. He's going to go forward. He goes forward. The club's going this way.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. Okay. What you've got to try and feel from here now is you get to the top of the backswing because your setup's good. From here now, just let the arms fall. Okay. And I think the top of the backswing position there, from memory last time, your club used to be way up here, really shut, and so you've actually got in a really good position. So the positive thing from that is, if you allow this next move to happen, there's a lot of good things that are going to happen in your golf swing, okay? Because the club face is square, club face is aligned to target. There's a lot of really, really good positives from that. I think playing with a lot of good golfers, seeing good positions, like the Robs, the Tony, and these guys, you're going to okay,
fine. The tempo, they're not
exactly.
Like, I used to get I'm trying to whack it and kill it.
The thing is,
especially when hard conditions, you're not getting the distance, it's into the wind.
You're trying.
I got to give this a bit extra, and that's more when I'll lose it.
What you're seeing in terms of people like yourself who say, people like Rob and Tony, they don't seem to be hitting it hard. They're not hitting the ball hard, okay? So this is the swing, okay? So that when the swing goes back, they're not trying to hit the ball hard here, okay? They're positioning the golf club, okay? When they get to here, they're not trying to hit the golf ball hard. They're simply positioning the golf club. When they get to here, they're not trying to hit it hard. They're positioning the golf club. When they get to about here somewhere, then they're hitting it hard. And that's what happens, okay? But what a lot of golfers do, they get here, they try to hit it hard from here. So your power now is that way, the right shoulder coming in at the golf ball. If you're trying to move your hips more than they should, this right hip goes forward, the club then goes a bit over the top there. This was one of your better moves in terms of the shot, because your hands for me went down kind of behind your head. Okay, you had a couple where your hands kind of over here somewhere, really sort of going forward, but it's not your arms leaving your body. You're not going to go here and go. It's because of this is moving forward, your right shoulder, and when your right shoulder moves forward,
keep the right shoulder passing,
keep him back. Exactly. So do some of those swings where you kind of feel the back is staying to target a little bit.
I like that one. Like say the little chip one.
When you first did it, it felt horrendous, didn't it? It felt really alien. And after 4 or 5,
only half a dozen, and I started.
And you're starting to get the path this way, okay? And then I think in time you'll start controlling the club face better, because the shots you were hitting towards the end that were going this way were a good pass with a closed club face. It wasn't over the top. You weren't swinging out to in. And I think for the most part you didn't have many shots out to in anyway. It was more the fact the club was just closing up because you're getting a bit more right shoulder this way.
That didn't look like a normal, what I've seen out on the course.
Exactly. Exactly. So if we can get the sensation the arms can drop, that'll also improve them when you come down to impact. If the arms drop, they'll be a lot closer into the body rather than out here. Arms, you feeling your sensation that you're going to get is that your arms are out here somewhere. They're just like out there. They're too far away from you. Because they're too far away, you think, oh, my swing's armsy. And I suppose by the letter of the law you could argue it is armsy, but why have they become...
Your brain compensates, don't it?
Exactly.
It does try to get to a ball eventually.
Exactly. You'll figure out a way of doing it. Exactly. And then what you'll do there is the club's out here somewhere, then you start rising the butt of the club, which gives that sort of high club, as we said. But if the shoulder goes forward and you're trying to get this to spin first, this goes forward, the club goes forward. And that's why I said you kind of got used to the golf ball being out here. When your arms were dropping, the club was coming back here. So the first couple were a bit toey, weren't they? But you just figured out where the ball is over time.
I didn't expect to walk away today and be a single-figure handicapper.
But I think you could see one thing we did say, and I think that's what we saw quite consistently, you weren't thumping the ground behind the ball. When your arms were out there somewhere, you were hitting the ground, and then you try and drop on the inside with your arms doing this somewhere, and you were bottom the club out early, fatting it, and this time you fat it anything. I mean, say quarter of an inch fat, the ball's going 20 yards, isn't it? So if we can get that club back down in front of you, nice and relaxed there, and I think don't really necessarily worry about out to in, into, and all these kind of things. Focus more on the club face. What's that club face doing at impact? Is it striking the ball? Is it pointing towards target? If you're out to in or into out, the ball's going to start left or start right and draw a fade back to target. Doesn't really matter. Okay. But if we're trying so hard to get the club on the inside by getting these hips to work and dropping this, the actual contact of the golf club is going to be affected more, and the ball's not going to where you want to go anyway.
And you get so wound up and you get tense and it's you get frustrated.
The club face is what's making contact with the ball, and that's going to give the most information to that golf ball to send it on its way. Okay, if the face aims left or right, the ball will go left or right. Your path will affect things in some ways. Obviously, the contact affects that and the speed, etc., etc. But if you get the club face right, get some good information with that club face, we can do it. So you can do that sort of bump drill where you sort of swing the top of the backswing and go drop, drop, and again as a guide to do it, there's one of the drawing. I'll explain it to you here now on the video, and then I'll show you in person. So when you look back on this video now, you'll be like, okay, this is the Walden. Okay, so what you'll do now is we get to the top of the backswing out, Okay, so you're set up against a wall. You can use this wall, it's quite a good one actually,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
yeah,
soft wall, okay? If you've got one at home, maybe use head covers, or perhaps one of your old clubs, you're going to basically scrape the wall. It's going to
Okay.
wreck your club, okay? So you swing the top of the bats as you normally would do, okay? Top of the bats on there, lovely, okay? Then from that position, so that's position 1.
Yeah.
Position 2, you find the wall with the club. So you just let your club just fall back into the wall, okay? That's number 2, and stop, okay? And then from there, you drag the club down the wall. If your arms go this way, your hips go this way, anything goes this way, your club goes off the wall, okay? So the club's going to almost fall and drop, okay? So if you look where the club's going back here now, we're using the sort of edge of the screen there, that's the wall there. Then when you come back in the same position, you're nowhere near the wall, like you've moved incrementally that far over, okay? Which is the right shoulder going that way. So we'll do that wall in a second now, but you just practice that. So you start off as set up as number 1. You've got to figure out the distance from the wall. For most people, it's sort of like 2 paces from the wall, maybe 1.5, depending on your feet size, okay? Set up there at 1, swing back, 1, and stop. And when you do any of these drills, literally have a 2-second pause. So many guys go duh, 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 and they try and do it so quickly. I'd rather do 1 really good than do 5 in the same time frame, okay? So swing back and stop, find the wall for 2, stop. Feel that club resting on the wall, okay? And then just let it drop down as the club, almost as you'll hear the club scraping the wall. I'll show you in a second how it works, okay? So that kind of makes sense then, yeah?
Yeah.
So feel more aware of the club and the arms and stuff rather than what this right hip's doing, because the more you try and focus on this, doing this, mate.
It's been, well, you can imagine my frustration. It's been driving me nuts.
Exactly.
I'm trying to do an impossible task and my body can't.
I mean, your hips do drive you nuts.
I've been trying to do it, I've been trying to do it for so long.
Exactly. And you can see now, you couldn't do it. It's physically impossible.
But I'm thinking, because my game is progressing, and my good shots are better than what they used to be.
They are, yeah, exactly.
But obviously not the consistency.
And that's the thing. And what's happened was you've come back and obviously you've played a lot of golf. So you're playing a lot more. You're playing with a good butcher cruncher, and you kind of almost subliminally learned watching these good golfers, seeing their short games, seeing their putting, and it's progressing.
I know I can get to 12.
I reckon easy. So you can play some 9. You said.
If not even low,
exactly.
I mean, I set myself if I can get to 12 at the end of the year, I'm going to have a new set of irons.
Good stuff.
Well,
that's 3 or 4 years. That was it.
712. These are the AP2 712.
Yeah, exactly.
But they got the new 100s, 200s, and I'm gonna have a fit in and get a.
Exactly, mate.
Like you say, mate,
good stuff.
This is only 2 degrees flat, but I think maybe.
Maybe tweak that. We'll have a look. Yeah,
exactly. I'll get that. What's the name to sort.
And you might find with your anglers attack being shallower.
It'll be different. Yeah.
Different, exactly. Yeah. Good stuff. Okay, mate.